Uh-oh, my spinny wheel. It's not loading. Why is it not loading? Am I live? I don't know if I'm even live. Oh gosh. Hello, hello. If I'm live, please say hey. Oh, let's see here. There we go. There's my chat. Okay. Oh, my computer is going to be a problem tonight. Oh, well, what else is new, right? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Alright, let's get my jot form, or not jot form, but the email and stuff up. Okay, so for anybody new that is not purchased from me before, has not sent registration or filled out a jot form, here is my email. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. If you don't mind, just make sure to email me your information. So, hey, Ivy, welcome in. So, good evening. I hope you are having a great week. It is Wednesday. It is middle of the week. Oh, and it's the downward now, downhill now. Get to the weekend. So I'm looking forward to Saturday too. I've got some neat things coming in for Saturday. So, but welcome in, Javi. Welcome in, Tammy. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. So, welcome, welcome. And so, a little bit of housekeeping. Again, those of you that have not sent me information before, not registered with me, what have you, haven't bought from me or anything like that, please send your information to me. My email is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you don't mind, just send me your information. So those that I do sales Saturday and then one day during the week. This week it happens to be Wednesday. Next week it'll be Monday. But anyway, so Saturday, those that purchased from me over the weekend, anything that is purchased tonight can still go in that box. Boxes are packed, but labels have not been printed yet. So I can still add to your boxes. So anything new tonight, I will invoice tonight. Anything that's purchased tonight, I will invoice tonight. But those that already have an open box with me, there will not be any additional shipping. But let's see. So I will invoice after tonight's show, and then payment due really within 24 hours, so I can get everything shipped out by the end of the week. I do ship right now, usually just one day of the week. So I usually try to ship Fridays. I like to ship on Thursdays, but lately it's been Fridays, so I just stick with Fridays for right now. Until I can work out a better routine. But let's see here. Payments, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Prefer PayPal, so I can send an invoice through PayPal. Then I ship through PayPal. But I can always acclimate and accommodate, and we can go from there. Shipping, I do ship worldwide. International shipping, I do require priority international shipping method. I know it can be expensive, but it is insured and tracked, or I can insure it and it can be tracked. Now, Canada is a little bit different. Canada, I do allow for first class international, usually because they do provide a number that can be tracked. But if you do want it insured, then that will be additional with priority international, because first class international you can't insure. But anyway, domestic, I ship USPS, Ground Advantage. If you do want anything else like priority, just let me know. But Ground Advantage does insure up to $100. And then I typically do the insurance if it's greater than. So I cover that cost. So you don't have to worry about that, because then that gets into the weeds, and it's just as easy for me um, to chip in and pay that part of the bill. Um, I don't know. If you have any questions, let me know. This is Wednesday night, so I do have some new things for tonight. I've got some things that left over from the weekend that didn't get shown, some things that did get shown, and all kinds of fun different things. So, this is also a good night for you guys to request anything. If there's anything that you've seen previously or anything like that, just let me know. Um, but yeah, just have fun. This is a great place to just come and have fun and chit chat. No purchase required. No purchase. You don't have to purchase anything to come and have fun and chill out and chit chat and just have fun. So that's what we're here for. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you for coming in on your Wednesday evening. Like I said, of course, I'll be back on Saturday. Normal time, 2 o'clock Saturday. That's always a given. It's always Saturday at 2. But then next week, I'm going to actually try to come on Monday at 9 o'clock and do a pop up Monday night. What I'm trying to do is kind of figure out what day of the week kind of works best. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of feeler on that one. But anyway, we'll cover that bridge when we get there. Again, let me know if there is anything that you guys are looking for, interested in, etc. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of get started here. Let's see here. I had some really cool things from last week that I didn't get to show everything. But I guess we will get to it. It's probably in this bag. I don't remember showing everything in this bag. So anyways, I'm just going to get started. So let's get out some of these little tags. And again, if there is anything that you guys are looking for, please let me know. Anybody coming in, if you have a channel, if you do not have a blue wrench, please let Tammy know, and she will be happy to share your channel. We share the love here, so anybody that has a channel, you're more than welcome to come in and promote. And if you have any questions, let me know. Alright, so this first one. This is a really pretty necklace. This one is 20 inches, and it is glass. So it's red and black glass, 20-inch long necklace. Really neat kind of Art Deco necklace. It has a sterling clasp, and it actually has stage 4 written on the back of it. I don't know if you can read it. Is it stage 4 or is it 925? Now that I look at it upside down. See, it looks like stage 4. Well, that's, yeah, see, that or stage something. Or maybe that means sterling. I bet that means sterling. I bet that's an old class when it's abbreviated for sterling. That's what it is. Couldn't quite figure that out until just now. So that's what it is. It's meant for sterling. And it is a sterling class. Huh. I hadn't seen that. Alright, so sterling class. And this one is a sliding clasp. This one is difficult. You've got to push down really hard, but then it'll come out. And the lucky thing is when you push it in and lock it, it's there. It is snug. So it's a really nice little Art Deco necklace. If there's any interest on this one. And we're going to bring this one down a little bit from this past weekend. Let me get my number lock going, my chat going. So starting bid on this one is going to be 20. Hey Bruce, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Beautiful vintage necklace. Again, so this one is Art Deco glass. Old sterling clasp. I do feel like this is kind of old. I thought that meant stage, but it doesn't. It means sterling. So sterling looks like a 4 number. Not entirely sure on the triangle. But anyway, really cute little, really pretty little necklace if there's any interest on that one. And starting bid on this one is 20. So sterling clasp, Art Deco, red and black glass. Alright. Alright, so then the next one, this is a really fun necklace. Now this is a really fun one for fall. Um, Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for catching Bruce's channel. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Jen, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great evening. How's it going, Jen? Alright, so beautiful agate necklace. Now, this one is 12-inch drop, so about 24 inches long. It does have a toggle clasp, and this is on thread. And so this is a threaded toggle clasp with the dyed green agate thing. Oh, gosh, you caught a raccoon. Well, you caught the raccoon. You called it, huh? Well, congrats. Congrats, Jen. Alright, so really cool necklace. So you've got dyed agate, tumbled beads. I'm not entirely sure what these are. But neat little round chips. And then it comes down like a layer style. Then you've got this, it was 20 pounds. Oh my gosh, that is a huge raccoon. He's been eating good. Large piece of agate. This is a really nice piece of agate. Dyed green. I feel like it's dyed green. I feel like this is dyed to enhance the color. But it really is a really beautiful piece of agate. And then with the tassels. But really neat necklace if there's any interest on this one. And this one we're going to do a starting bid of 20. Okay, so there is this. It's really cool. This is really great for fall. This would look really awesome with a sweater. Like, I've envisioned this with a really nice sweater. Really, really cool. Really great colors for fall with the browns and the greens and the oranges. Just really, really, really pretty. Or even a rust color. I think even Elizabeth said the other day that this would look really pretty with rust. And it would, because you do have that rust color and with the agate. So, really pretty necklace if there's any interest on that one. And that one is a starting bid at 20. Now, a couple of things that we haven't seen yet. Now, this one is an old amber necklace. This one is 18 inches. Now, you got a little bit of, this does have a barrel clasp. Yeah, as long as it doesn't come back. It does have a little bit of lag right here with the string. But this is a really, really cool vintage amber necklace. So you've got all these amber chips, and then you come down and you've got like these amber nuggets. Now, I don't know if the amber nuggets are reconstituted or not. Now, it does, let me see if I can show you with the black light on this one. Let's do this. This is a really cool amber necklace, though. Beautiful, beautiful amber necklace. Beautiful amber nuggets. So, I do think that maybe these might be reconstituted. I'm not entirely sure. But let me show you what it looks like. Hopefully. Skylar, can you cut your phone down, please, honey? My dad, this summer, had to keep relocating groundhogs. They kept getting in his tomato plants. But he'd trap them and take them down to a lake not too far. Really not too far from where we live, so they probably find their way back. Alright. dark. It's dark in here. Whew. All right, so just so you can see, it is real amber, really beautiful amber. The peanut butter that finally worked. But then here is this, and you can kind of see what I mean about maybe being a little bit, oh goodness gracious almighty. Is that really the best thing to be doing right now? Okay. Well, you take care of you. I take care of me. Sorry, that was Bobby's in a project. He has got a project going. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful necklace. Just so you can see the glow. All right. So beautiful amber. I love to see amber glow. All right. Yeah, we haven't had any problems with raccoons, but
She get over here to Daddy's house.
well, yeah, over at my dad's house, but not here. But my dad, we did, and possums, and of course the groundhogs. But the groundhogs were easy for him to catch, and then of course possums. I don't know. I didn't mind having the possums. You don't have to worry about them too much. They're mean, but they don't. Their body temperatures are too low to carry rabies, typically. But anyway, beautiful amber necklace. Back on amber necklace. This one, I'm going to do this one as a starting bid at 38. If there's any interest on the amber, beautiful, beautiful necklace. It is. I do feel like this is rather old, but beautiful chips, and then really beautiful nuggets. So you can kind of see the inclusions if you can. The lighting's decent enough. Got an extra light up above the phone to try to catch. Okay. Make sure my hand doesn't block that light. So beautiful necklace if there's any interest on that one. And that one is the starting bid at 38. Alright. Another one. This is a really fun necklace. So this one is looks like amethyst chips. So maybe glass beads, amethyst chips. As a matter of fact, I was going to check some of the little beads. These are glass beads, or if these are amethyst beads. Okay, so those are glass beads. And then you got amethyst chips. And then you've got some other glass beads. And then you've got like this, I don't know, rectangle shape purple cat's eye. Alright, so this is no clasp. It is 26 inches long. So there's no clasp. You've got amethyst beads. Then you've got little glass beads, purple glass beads. Then you come down and you've got a couple of little glass beads. Then you've got some little amethyst clusters. Hey, Merche, welcome in. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. Then you've got this really cool cat's eye type of glass, and it's got that chartreuse to it, but really neat little piece there. And then of course the amethyst tassels. So like I said, this one is 26 inches long, so it is long. It's going to go past the bust, but if I can stop fumbling with it, see if I can, yeah, maybe that'll help just a little bit. But of course it's going to come down. It's longer. So it's 20 some inches, 26 inches long. So it kind of give you, I've got one really big bust, but it's so big, doesn't really fit in the light box. But just to kind of give you an idea, I'm trying to get this thing straight, and I'm having the worst time with this. I feel like I'm all thumbs tonight. All right. So anyway, there we go. So anyway, kind of gives you a little bit of idea of the length. But it's going to come down to like right at the bust. But really beautiful purples, really beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one, the starting bid on this is 24. Let me just put that in there. Stop talking. Um, but amethyst, cat's eye. It's just really beautiful color combinations. And I love how they did these and the little beads because they all kind of correspond with this. And then mix really well with the purples, the lavender purples. So really, really cool necklace if there's any interest on this one. Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome in. Yes, definitely. It's beautiful outside. We had a little bit of a rain shower earlier, but then it cleared up and it's really nice out. Alright, so that's there. If there's any interest on that one is 24. And then the other one that I have in this bag, this one is 18-inch, hand knotted. This is a really cool necklace. Um, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty. That is awesome. You'll have to take a video, or you probably were gonna. That's awesome. This next one, so this is 18 inches. Hand knotted, in a rutile, golden rutile quartz. Beautiful faceted beads. This is a really beautiful necklace. 18 inches. Here is the brass toggle. And then it's signed Energy Muse. And really beautiful golden rutiles. Beautiful faceted beads, hand knotted. Really awesome. Then it comes down to the Chinese coin. And what I could find from this one, and this is a brass Chinese coin, Energy Muse, and they called this necklace the Guardian Angel. Really cool necklace, really great message, really cool meeting. But they called this one the Guardian Angel necklace. So then that's what it looks like on. Really special little piece, and I love golden rutile quartz. Or rutilated quartz. So really special, really neat. If there's any interest on this one, and this has a starting bid at 40. If there's any interest on this, I know, right? But I love the rutile quartz though. I think that's a really nice, really great necklace. Really great vibes with it too. Can't go wrong with quartz. You really can't. It's such a great stone. Um, so that's there if there's any interest on that one. Yeah, it is. It's really, really cool. So this is available. This one has the starting bid at 40. Okay. We'll be here for a little bit, Elizabeth. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, thank you. Have a great evening. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to switch over. I'm going to do a little bit of coral. See if there's any interest in these pieces. Now, I put these these three pieces together. Not necessarily have to go together, but one of these is relatively old, I feel like. This one is still on string. And it's got a few little hushy beads. I can't tell you what the origins are of this. Is it Native American? It is always possible, but I cannot tell you for certain. This came with some other pieces that I think might also be Native American. But I just, and let me just show it so you can see what I mean. So this is 17 inches. And this is old branch coral. So here's the hook and eye. I didn't test this for silver. I didn't really think about testing it for silver just because I felt like it looked like brass. Looks more brassy than it did silver. Um, but beautiful old branch coral. This is not dyed. This is natural branch coral. And you can see all the imperfections, all the different like little, there's even still like a little piece of, whatever. Um, I want to say boulder. It's not necessarily boulder. But anyway, just really, really, really beautiful natural coral. You got a couple Heshy shells up here, and then on the original string, really beautiful necklace. This one is 17 inches. Again, all natural coral. Beautiful coral. This one is going to be a starting bid at 45. If there's any interest on that one, I know that's a heck of a deal on that, but it really is a beautiful, really beautiful necklace. Um, 17 inches, old roll, natural coral, and you can see all the little bits. So really, really beautiful, beautiful color. Okay. So beautiful vintage coral necklace. If there's any interest on that one is 45. And then the next one, this is a pretty neat little vintage necklace. This one is barrel clasp. As you can see there with the barrel clasp. And then you've got these glass beads, but then it comes down into like these little stations of coral and freshwater pearls, and then some golden colored glass beads. Really, really, really cool, like little vintage necklace. These I think were often maybe made in Japan. Seen quite a few of these. This one's not marked. But anyway, so glass, then freshwater pearls, coral. Okay, so you see some of the real natural inclusions with the coral. And again, down here, this one is 22 inches long. Really beautiful necklace. Now this one is going to be a starting bid at 20. But see, I loved it paired with something like this. Look how pretty that is. With this and then the natural coral. I just thought this was really, really, really pretty together. So whether you have another coral necklace or if you wanted something like that, this would look really great layered with other coral or even fresh water pearls too. Okay, sounds good, Merche. We'll be here. So beautiful necklace if there's any interest on that one. And that one was starting bid at 20. Okay. Next one is the 15.5 inch. Now this is a sweet little necklace. And this has got it's 15.5 inches. It's got the little barrel clasp. And so you've got sort of like this peach or pinkish colored shell. And then you've got a couple of pieces of the salmon or, I guess it's a little bit more salmon coral than it is angel skin coral. But really, really pretty little necklace. Heshy style necklace if there's any interest on this one. And then, of course, this one has the either gold tone or gold plated findings. The rack's not going to help with that. Huh? So anyway, beautiful necklace if there's any interest on this one. This one I'm going to do a starting bid at 20 if there's any interest on this one. So precious little necklace if there's any interest on that. Okay. Alright, so that's there. Alright. Let's see what else we've got.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
And if there's any requests for anything, just let me know. There's all kinds of different things from gemstones to sterling. A little bit of turquoise left. Which I tell you what, let me go and show the turquoise. So, let's see here. Where's that? That's right, it's all in my sterling bag. Let's see here. Well, I can show the sterling. Let's go ahead and show the sterling. Alright, so let's see here. What do we have? Alright, so this first necklace is 16 to 18 inches. And it's on a leather cord, sterling silver findings. And you've got the little tag right here, EXEX. And so that's a company by Claudia Aguad. I am gonna butcher it. I can't seem to get this out of. I can't seem to say this. So that being said, let me type it in. Claudia AGU, and of course that is based on whether or not I even spelled it right. But anyway, that is supposedly the name of the person that created the company EXEX. So beautiful. I mean, great cord, great findings, but beautiful pendants. It is absolutely a beautiful turquoise pendant. It is sterling silver, and look at the work in the sterling. I mean, look how cool that is. Hey, give me 1 second. So beautiful turquoise. If y'all can see that, it is absolutely gorgeous. And there's the back and the underside, and you can kind of see the inside too. And EXEX 925, and of course it still tests everything. So beautiful necklace. Again, this one is 16 to 18 inches, and you can always add another extension to it too if you wanted to. So beautiful necklace. I'm going to bring this down a little bit and do the starting bid at 68. And if there's any interest on this one.
Do you know what? Did I leave my trimmers in?
They may be. I don't know. What about in your box?
Down there?
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. What did they just knock over?
Ooh.
Oh.
You didn't see this thing fly out?
No, I didn't. All right, so beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on that one, and that one is 68. And I mean, definitely look them up. Definitely look up Claudia, her name, and then company EXEX. The comps are definitely up there for her items, and especially her turquoise items. And so I try to definitely, I try to give a good deal and go as much below market value as I could on that one. So, but definitely look it up and see. And always open for offers too.
Damn!
Hey, guys, excuse the background. All right, so next thing. This one is a sterling silver bangle. And Let me see here. Let me see what the size is on this one. All right, so this one is 7 3/4. Beautiful sterling silver bangle. So this comes to 7 3/4 on the mandrel. The only mark on here is the 925, and of course it does test 925. But this is a really great stacking piece. Great to stack with other bangles or cuffs, or you could just wear it, just as a everyday. It's just a really great bangle. Just to throw on a go, or to layer with other things. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 24. If there's any interest on this one, just a really great bangle. Sterling silver, and then 7 3/4. So 7 3/4 on the mandrel. So for a diameter, you're looking at right at 2.5, maybe just a little bit, or right there at 2.5 inches. It's right there at 2.5 inches, to be able to, for diameter, to get your hand through. But great bangle if there's any interest on that one. Let's see, we'll come back to some of the other sterling. But let's do a few other bracelets. So I'm going to run through and do a few other bracelets and see if there's any interest. Some of these are really, really cool. Let's see here. Let me move over my sterling. Alright. So I've got a lot of really cool bracelets in this bag. Let me bring out these little tags here. So the first one, let's see. Alright, so the first are going to be these two. These are glass bangles. They are really, really pretty. But they are glass. You can kind of see the bubbles. These are not stone. Because you can kind of see the bubbles on the inside. Plus, if you look really, really closely, you can see that they're, it's 2 layers. But it's really a beautiful, beautiful glass bangle, though. The colors are gorgeous. This one is a really pretty, like, baby pink, powder pink, rose quartz pink. And then it's got some different, like, black and, like, dark purple swirls kind of sporadically through it. It's a really pretty bangle. So there's that one. And then the other one, this one is more of a purple. So it's sort of like a foggy mauve. And then like a darker, like mauve or purple, like a wine purple. Swirls. Really pretty. Again, same thing. You've got the different, you got some bubbles in it, but you got a lot of really pretty swirls. I really like these together. I think they're great together, or they're great separate too. But really lovely pieces. Now, both of these they come down to about 7.5. These are 7.5 on the mandrel. So if you're 7 3/4, you're not going to get it to 7 3/4. These are 7.5. Now, to give you an idea of diameter, so this is a little bit closer to 2 3/8. So about 2 3/8. Hey Gina, welcome in. But again, these are really cool. Bangles. If there's any interest in these, I'm gonna bring these down a little bit and do the pair as a starting bid at 12. If there's any interest on these, they're just really fun. They really do feel good on. They're very nice and smooth. They are cool to the touch, but they are glass. These are definitely glass. I just think they're lovely. And I think the colors are really pretty. Okay, so there's those if there's any interest on the glass. Awesome. Thank you, Gina. Gina is in at 12. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. And that pink is gorgeous. Of course, I love the purple too, but that pink is something. So thank you, Gina. Gina is in at 12. If there is any other interest, we're looking at 13 and above. But if not, we're going to call these down. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gina. You got it. And again, for any purchases, if you guys have an open box with me from Saturday, there is no additional shipping charges. So you'll just be invoiced for the items. So thank you, thank you. All right. Let me get that one over here, my little book. What did I do with my book? There it is. All right.
Why would I not put my shears in here?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to probably some more. There's no way
All right, thank you. All right, so let's see what else we've got in this bag. So the next one is a Murano glass bracelet. This is a neat little vintage bracelet. There you go. That's it. You're right. That is perfect, Gina. That is right, and it's pink. It's a beautiful color. Yes. Next one. This is a 6.5 to 8.5 inch Murano glass bracelet. Beautiful, beautiful bracelet. Beautiful Murano glass. And you can see. I know you love pink. I know you do. This one has the tag for Murano glass. So gold tone. And then they do have the gold tone caps. This is hand knotted in between. If you can see. And I guess it helps if I actually have this in screen. But beautiful glass. You can see the really pretty like little designs. So Murano glass. What is it? Millefiori. If I say that right, I might be butchering that. But really pretty bracelet. If there's any interest on this one. And this one I'm going to bring it down and do a start and bid at 30. If there's any interest on this one. But I thought it was neat that it still had the tag. And it had such a large extension too. So it can be at 6.5 inches and go all the way up to 8.5 inches. Okay. So really pretty little bracelet if there's any interest on that one. And that one's a start and bid at 30. Mark that one down a little bit. Alright, what else do we have? So, let's see here. Let's see what we've got. This is a really cool bracelet. Hey Gail, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. If there's anything out on the table or anything that you guys would like for me to rerun, just let me know. I will be happy to do it. Bring that up a little bit. Can't tell exactly what you guys. I need to see what y'all can see. All right, so this one is a hematite bracelet, and it's a really neat hematite bracelet. It is 6 3/4. I guess it's like gold tone or gold plated clasp. But then you've got like 3 strands of hematite beads twisted. Just makes for a really pretty bracelet. A really neat bracelet if there's any interest on this. And there's the fishhook clasp. Now this comes to 6 3/4. It does not go. What is that?
Why, you want some?
Oh, I don't even know what it is. Well, okay.
They were just.
I didn't know what I didn't. Okay. No, we're good. You were just being mighty
Yep.
sneaky. Well, you were.
I was.
Why were you being sneaky?
That would be
So I'd say something. Why were you being sneaky?
fun. I think I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
You wanted something sweet, and I was like,
You silly. Alright. Bracelets. Hematite. 6 3/4. Starting bid 12. Let me get focused here. Alright, I'm focused. Alright. Beautiful bracelet though. This is a really cool bracelet. I think it's really pretty. And I love that it's twisted. You have the 3 layers and it's twisted. It's just really a neat little, simple, elegant, but just neat little bracelet. If there's any interest on that one. All right. Let's see. Let's see. This is one. This is a really pretty one. Now this is an adjustable one. This one is on like your thread, your toggle thread thing. But this is the. Let me see here if I can find my little. It's this one. Jade flower. So this little guy registers up to jadeite. And then you've got these little beads. And then of course the thread. Really beautiful little. This is just a fun little jadeite flower bracelet. This is the toggle or the string, drawstring. I guess is a better way of saying that. But really pretty, like little bracelet. If there's any interest, this one is a starting bid at 10. But it's just really pretty. And it does have fall colors. The thread is dark brown. Then you've got some whites and some yellows and some greens. A great little fall piece. Just another great little casual bracelet. If there's any interest on that one. I love the detail on that one. On the little carved flower. Alright. So a couple of cloisonne pieces. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do these. These are a couple of like little amethyst bracelets with wooden beads, but these are neat little, what do they call it? Lucky karma beads, amethyst, good health, inner strength. Wear these beads always, and you can have good health. Be calm and tranquil, filled with peace and joy, free of stress and addiction. Experience soothing, restful sleep. Be open to new possibilities and new passions. Enhance your creative abilities. And always discover the strength and beauty that lies within. Man, if I had a bracelet that really could do all of that, I mean, come on. But I love it. I love that. I love the thought behind that, though. Karma beads. So these are karma beads. 2006. So there you go. Lucky karma beads. Karmology. But that being said, these are really pretty amethyst bracelets. With like the little cork wooden beads with the Chinese characters. So these are really just fun. So I've got the set of two. One has the tag, one doesn't. One's lighter, one's darker, but really pretty karma beads. So the set of these for two, I've got at $8. If there's any interest on these, I mean, there's just some magic beads there. I tell you, if it does all that, that's I'd be doing pretty good. Oh my gosh. What is that? Wear these and you can have good health, be calm and tranquil, filled with peace and joy, free of stress. Anyway, awesome. Awesome beads. Alright, so those are there if there's any interest. But I do love the amethyst on those. They are really pretty. Like little. And great for stacking and great, again, for everyday wear, too. Alright. Let's see. Tell you what, we may come back to some of these. Some of these I think actually kind of go with some of the some different things that sets. But anyway, I know, right? That's what they make it sound like. Alright, cloisonne. If anybody likes cloisonne, this is a beautiful 24-inch gold tone chain. So this is just an old vintage gold tone chain. And you can see some of the gold's wearing off of it. So it's got some wear to the chain. Not a whole lot, but it's got a little bit. But what I love is this right down here is the pendant. The cloisonne pendant. And you've got the beautiful herring in a pond with some, some form of floral something. So beautiful cloisonne. Love this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a really beautiful little piece. I'm going to bring this down and do a start bid of 20. If there's any interest, it does come on the chain. The chain is 24 inches long, but you can easily take it off of the chain and put it on a different necklace if you wanted to, shorter, longer, however you wanted to work it. Okay. It's okay. Sorry, the cat is just a fussing. Hey, Jody, welcome in. So beautiful little pendant. If there's any interest on this one, and like I said, this one is a start bid at 20. How's it going, Jody? Welcome in. All right. So we will. Alright, so that's that bag for a little bit. If there's any other interest, just let me know. Let's see what else we have. We'll show a couple of other gemstones and a few different things, and then we'll get to some Rosemary G, if anybody wants to see any Rosemary G. So, let's do... I want to do some pearls too. Alright, we're going to come up to pearls here after a little bit too. Alright, these are some different necklaces that were... These are all on like different cords. Like leather cords. Or some are maybe nylon cords too. But these all have some sort of sterling attributes to them. So I'm just going to pick one and kind of go with it. The first one I've got is crucifix. So this is the one I've got up first. This one is 23. Coon. The cat is just going nuts. So the first one, this is on a 23-inch cord. Now this is Sterling Findings. And then you've got like this long black cord. I don't know that this is, I don't think this is leather. I'm not entirely sure what kind of cord it is. Um, yeah, I will show that here shortly. Yes, definitely. She's just a, yeah, she's female. Yes, she is just a fussing for whatever reason tonight. She doesn't always fuss, but she's been fussing a little bit more lately. I guess it's maybe that time of the year. Um, Beautiful. But yes, her name's Jupiter, but we all call her Coon because she's little Maine Coon, or she's got a lot of Maine Coon in her. You think so? Even if she's been spayed, can she still go and heat if she's been spayed? See, I wasn't sure about that. Um, but yeah, she's a mess. She grew up with the dogs, so she's one of the dogs. um, they will. Okay, all right. Well, then I guess that would solve that then. Um, I know we have another cat around here. Now she's an indoor cat. She's not. Well, we don't let her outdoors. She's gotten out a few times, but um, there is another cat around here. Hey, Jenny, welcome in. But beautiful sterling silver. This is sterling silver. It is marked sterling. I did test this. It is sterling. Beautiful sterling silver cross crucifix. If there's any interest on this one, 23-inch chain. This is going to be a starting bid at 35. If there's any interest on this, really, really beautiful detail on this. I don't know if you can see, but there is a lot of detail. Um, they took out and left to play. Oh goodness. All right, so that's there. If there's any interest on that one. All right, so what's the next one? All right, so that's that one. Next one, triple cord. Okay, this one's really cool. So this is, I guess, a synthetic fire opal. Or what they called it was a slocum stone, which this is I guess a synthetic opal that was created by, was it John Slocum or something like that in the 1970s. But this is on a triple leather chain. This is all sterling. So sterling findings. Then the triple chain. And then it comes down to this. And it's absolutely beautiful. So the cord is 17 to 20 inches. But look how pretty this is. So I guess, synthetic opal. Mexico. The bail is signed Mexico 925. It is sterling. There's the back of it, which I also find kind of interesting. And it does have an open back. So really beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one. And this is a starting bid at 40. If there's any interest on this guy. And like I said, this is adjustable. 17 to 20 inches. And so then that's kind of the length. I don't know exactly what I have it set on at the moment. So I'm actually closer to the 20 inch. Now, can you get it off of the cord? Yes, it easily comes off of the necklace. So you can definitely take the pendant off. And I'll just show you. If you go this way with this side, it comes off. It'll come off easily. Okay? So it's got a big enough bail to where it will come off this cord. So you can always put it on a different cord or on a torque or something like that. So I love this. I love that. I love this. I love the iridescence in this. It is absolutely beautiful. And in the light and in person, it is so much prettier. Okay, so lots of sterling. It's got that really nice detail in the sterling. And look how high that is. So beautiful, beautiful opal, synthetic opal. If there is any interest on this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this one over here. Okay. So there's that one. Next one, this is a Taxco pendant. Now this is actually on. It is. It is beautiful. Oh, we got. Oh, I bet it did, didn't it? It'll do that now. Yeah. I know Skylar's used to, playing outside until like 7 or 8 o'clock, and now, I mean, it gets dark real early. So this is on a Silpata chain. This next one. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is crazy. Um, this is 16 inches. And like I said, this is the Silpata chain. You can see the Silpata mark here. But it came on the chain, so I left it. But this is a really cool Taxco sterling silver Taxco pendant. And you can see back here, it is tested. But there's the Taxco mark. Was it TV or TY02? The Mexico. And this is actually 950. So this is 950. So this is a little bit better than your 925. So beautiful silver necklace. If there's any interest on this, and he's just as cool as he can be. This one is going to be a starting bid at 48. If there's any interest on this one. And so this one is 950 silver. But really cool design on this one. And you got that beautiful diamond cut that just shimmers. I don't know I don't know. I guess is this mine, Ryan? I don't know. But really cool. And again, there's the back where it shows the Taxco Mexico and then 950. So instead of 925, this one's 950. All right. So that's there if there's any interest on that one. And you could definitely take this one off too if you wanted to put this on a torque or on another necklace. It can definitely come off of the chain. She would say, "Hush, Miss Kitty." Yep. Plus her daughter. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gina. Oh, bless your heart. That is one thing I will tell you, Skylar. Now we waited for her to kind of make the choice when we started potty training her. We tried a couple of times and it just wasn't clicking. But then finally one day, we told her with daycare, because she was in daycare at the time. And I mean, she was like 2.5. And so, I mean, she was still right at that age. But all of her little friends were going up in the next class. And she wanted to move up too. And we told her, like, if she wanted to move up, she had to be potty trained. And next thing you know, she's just going and she's doing it herself. And she never did pee the bed. I think if she ever did it, maybe was once. But she was always really good. Once she made her mind up on something, she did it. Oh my gosh, I bet so. In a long range. Poncho. Wear a poncho to bed. Poncho pajamas. That's it. Oh my goodness, Gina. Oh, but that's sweet of you for babysitting, knowing that was the case. Oh. This next one is a really neat necklace. Now this I feel like can be a little bit more like unisex, men or women. But this is a really cool, this is like a threaded cord, 17 inches. And then it comes down, to this lava rock. It does have a sterling silver, like, bail and everything. That is sterling. And then there's the back. It's just a really neat necklace, if there's any interest on this one. Really pretty. It's just a really cool lava rock. This one's going to be a starting bid at 20. If there's any interest on that one. Oh my goodness. Alright. So there is that one. And then the last one of the quartered ones, and then we'll get to the Rosemary G. This one is brown suede, 17 inches, and has a sterling silver circle. Now, this looks like it should open. It looks like it should be like one of those like little perfume flasks or some other kind of flask. And it does have a seam right here. I can't get it to open. So I don't know if it's really supposed to open or not. But for the life of me, I can't get it to open. So I'm going to assume it's not supposed to be open. Oh my Atlanta. Oh my goodness. I mean, did she harvest corn on the cob too? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right. So anyway, 17 inches, brown suede, sterling silver circle. Starting bid 38 on this one. Sterling silver. What is it? I can't hear. No, not yet. I can charge it for you for just a minute. But no, you cannot run off with the charger. Okay, I will charge it. Oh, no. Guys, give me 1 second. Alright, so beautiful little necklace if there's any interest on that one. And again, you guys, I'm always open for offers too. If there's any interest on anything. But pretty little sterling silver. So that one is there as well. But like I said, I just don't know if it's really meant to open or not. Alright. So, let's see here. So, let's see. I don't know where my tray went. Alright, we're just going to leave that as is. Let us do some Rosemary G. Do I have anybody here that wants a Rosemary G? If I have anybody here that wants a Rosemary G, say Rosemary G. And we will. I definitely do have some Rosemary G. So, not a lot. I just have a few pieces. But I definitely would be happy to go through what I do have. So, let's see. Alright. I guess starting off, how do I want to do this? Alright, so I'm going to start off with this necklace first. And keep in mind, I paired this with a couple of carnelian bracelets that I think just look phenomenal with it. So we're gonna, but anyway, let me start off with this one. This is the chunky 16-inch jasper lapis gemstone necklace. So here's the Saks Fifth Avenue tag. Okay. There is the, alright, so I'm not entirely sure what this is. Maybe a lemon quartz or something like that. But then you've got jasper. This is either sodalite or lapis. Then again jasper, malachite. No wait, I'm sorry. This is riverstone, not jasper. These are riverstone. These are the picture jasper. Again riverstone, carnelian, malachite. And of course, her gold filled beads. And then I guess this is sodalite. Kind of looks like sodalite. I'm going to go with sodalite, although it could be lapis. Um, I'm not entirely sure on this one. But anyway, beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on this one. So this is 16 inches. Beautiful carnelian. And I had it paired with these two bracelets because this just looked so perfect. Now these are just stretch carnelian bracelets. One big and one small, but I just thought it looked really, really great with the carnelian in the necklace. So this is going to be um, a starting bid of 68 if there's any interest on this one. Okay. So this is Rosemary G. So those of you that are not familiar with Rosemary G, she was an artist and jewelry designer back in the 80s, and she designed for Saks Fifth Avenue, which is where this was old. This is new old stock from Saks Fifth Avenue. Um, but also Lord and Taylor, Goodman. There's a couple of others that just gone out of my head. But she designed a lot of like really cool pieces of jewelry. I mean, she did necklaces, bracelets, earrings. She did brooches, just all kinds of really cool things. And from different, like each, she was inspired by like so many different things, like her travels over, over the, through the world or what have you. But like you've got some that are tribal, some that are aquatic, some that are Asian themed, some Native American theme, some just a very classic, almost like a Greek look. Like this one, I feel like is a very classic. Um, just really, really amazing. And she used like what we feel like the best of the best of the best of the gemstones. Like she just used really awesome quality gemstones. And when you get these are big and they're luscious and they're cold and they're just really beautiful quality. And then of course her findings are usually, I think it's 14. It's either 14 or I think it's 14 karat gold filled findings or 24 karat gold plated. Like these look like the gold filled findings. Now there has been some debates on some of the findings actually being 14 karat gold, not just 14 karat gold filled. I haven't really come across any, I don't think. I feel like that they would be stated somewhere. But they are just absolutely, they are absolutely incredible. I feel like even back in the 80s, if it was like her sterling, like usually there'll be an SS somewhere on the tag. If there's a tag, you'll see an SS marked for sterling, or, her tags would normally say coin silver if they use coin silver, or vermeil, or, so I felt like if these were actually 14 karat gold, and not gold filled, it would be stated somewhere, but, I may be wrong. But beautiful pieces. This is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous piece if there's any interest. I love the colors on this. This is great for fall too. But you've got the beautiful, beautiful, like malachite. I love the malachite. And with the carnelian and the blue. Just really beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on that. And then, of course, I put these with it. With this necklace. And it'll come with these. If you want them, because it's such a perfect match. I couldn't, like, once I matched it, I was like, I can't get that out of my head. It's got to stay with it. So, all right, so this is here. If there's any interest on this one, so that's one of the ones that I have. Another one. Let me do the earrings. Let me do the earrings first. All right, so these are pretty little earrings. These are Rosemary G earrings. Now these have like the little gold plated triangle up at the top, and then the dangle, freshwater pearl, and then mother of pearl bead, and then rose quartz. And these are posts. You can see there's the back and the posts. And let's see what the little tag. It's got the little Saks tag, and it just says ear rose quartz. So there is that. So pretty little earrings. If there's any interest in these, and these I'm going to do a starting bid at 38. If there's any interest on these, gorgeous earrings. Love the little freshwater pearl, and the mother of pearl, and the rose quartz. They're really darling. If there's any interest in these. Alright. And then one of the bracelets that I picked up from her, this one is the rose quartz bracelet, which looks phenomenal with the earrings. And I don't know, she did so much with rose quartz. So there's all different kinds of rose quartz necklaces. This one, this bracelet, I'm going to do a starting bid at 48. And again, so the bracelet is, that's what I was trying to look and see. The bracelet is got to be measured. So the bracelet actually comes to 7 1/4. So it does come down to 7 1/4. It's a nice little size. And then here's the old tag. Rodo bracelet. And then here is now this little thing. This is a little tricky because you got to push down on this to get the clasp out. Let me see if I can show that again a little bit better. But push down on that and get that clasp out. It does. You can get it. But beautiful rose quartz bracelet. Again, this is Rosemary G. So 48 on this. If there's any interest on this, pretty little bracelet. It really is a pretty little bracelet, actually. So there is that. Even just besides, and that's got the gold field, 14 karat gold field. Alright. Another necklace that I've got, this one's really gorgeous. And this is really great for fall. But this is just spectacular. This is a black onyx, or it could be black agate, with African amber. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So now this one does come with, let me show this first. So this does come with a couple of tags. So here's the Roto tag, but unfortunately this one's blank. But it is the Roto Collection Rosemary G. And then over here you've got like the stock tag. But all it does is just say, Saks Fifth Avenue, retail for $165. I think that's the auction house tag. But beautiful, beautiful. So here's the clasp. Spring clasp. So this one is 16 inches, but you can easily get an extender because you do have the spring clasp and the ring. You can easily get an extender for it. But again, these are luscious stones. So onyx or black agates. Then you've got, these look a little bit more like copper, or sort of like a copper brass bead. Then you come down and you've got some floral etched brass beads, gold filled beads, and then you've got the 2 chunks of African amber. Absolutely beautiful. And then of course with the disc down here, you've got like the little gold filled caps. If you can see them, the little gold filled caps. So really beautiful detail on this one. I love this. I think it's awesome. Absolutely beautiful for fall. Gorgeous fall colors. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 78 if there's any interest on that one. But gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. Oops. Do it that way. Oops, I don't want to go darker. There we go. So beautiful necklace if there's any interest on that one. Now a couple of other ones that I've got. I'm going to go ahead and show these. So I'd taken one of these down. But I'll put it back up and see if there's any interest on it. This next one is 16 inches. Austrian crystal. And again, this one is it retailed for $175 Saks Fifth Avenue. So there's that. And this is the crystal. And it does have a little faux pearl. This is 16 inches with the clasp, spring green clasp. So again, absolutely beautiful. Look at the crystal on this. It is absolutely gorgeous Austrian crystal. And then you come down and you've got this beautiful filigree caps with the rhinestone, like little rondelles. Beautiful pendant with rhinestones and faux pearl. This would be your 24 karat gold plated. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful necklace. It shimmers, it shines. It is very, very sparkly. Really gorgeous necklace if there's any interest on this one. And this one I'm going to do a starting bid at 70 if there's any interest on that one. It is absolutely gorgeous. That Austrian crystal, it sparkles, it shines, it shimmers, it's beautiful. So there is that one. And then the last one that I've got up for today. Awesome. Thank you, Gina. Gina is in at 70. Beautiful necklace, Gina. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So if there's any other interest, we're looking at 72 or above. And if not, we're going to call this one down to Miss Gina. So going once. Going twice. Fair warning. And sold. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you. Absolutely beautiful. That crystal is just stunning. So, really, really beautiful. Congratulations. Now, do you have any rosemary cheese? Yes, it is. It is absolutely stunning. Is this your first rosemary G? Alright, I'm going to get that one wrapped up all pretty for you. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you. Oh, good, 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 good. Okay. All right, awesome. Well, that'll be really great. That'll go good together then. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I love Rosemary G. Oh my goodness. They are absolutely beautiful. If you've gotten it yet, then you'll know. I mean, how just beautiful the crystal is, or the stones. It's just I love Rosemary G. I really do stand behind her designs and her pieces. Alright, so the last one that I've got up for sale today. Now I do have a couple more coming for this weekend. Hopefully they'll be here by this weekend. They're supposed to be here by this weekend. One is really cool. One I hadn't ever seen before. Um, I'm actually really, really excited to see. Um, I can't get a whole lot, but I try to get what I can. Um, okay, cool. Good, good, good. Those, you might want to test them doing layers with them. Hey, Minnie, welcome in. All right, so this one is 46 inches long. This one is also Austrian crystal with gold filigree and the faux pearls. This is absolutely beautiful. This one I actually did kind of take off the table, and I thought I'd bring it back out and see if there's any interest. Here is the Saks tag, retailed for 200. Here's the Roto tag, Roto collection, Rosemary G, crystal and faux pearls. Again, like I said, this one is 46 inches long. Now these are rock crystal. These are supposed to be frosted rock crystal. But then you've got the Austrian crystal, then the faux pearls, gold filigree, or I guess what is it, 24 karat gold filigree maybe. Um, Beautiful crystals again. It's a long necklace. This is one that's meant to be a wrap. In other words, you do it like that. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful necklace. It's hard to kind of show it, but it does hang beautifully when you double it. I know. I just randomly bought one. My first one I bought from Jody, and I got that thing in, and I wore it. I mean, and I had it on my t-shirt and pajama pants. I wore that necklace all day long. I loved it. It was black onyx with a long black onyx with the malachite over to the side. And I loved it. And that was it. I was hooked. I told Jody, I was like, I am now officially obsessed with Rosemary G. And I am very obsessed. Like, I now have not a big collection, but I have a collection. But this one is gorgeous. This, again, you're right. This one is very classy. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful necklace. Um, no, not me. But the jewelry, yes. No, I look like a hot mess some days. This one has a starting bid. I'm under the starting bid on this one at 68. If there's any interest on this one. But this is a really beautiful piece. Very, very lovely piece. I do have one other similar to this one. That's the reason why this one's back up for sale. Awesome. Thank you, Gina. All right. So Gina is in at 68. Oh, you were fine. You were fine, Jody. If there's anything that you would like for me to rerun, just let me know. But beautiful, beautiful necklace. All right. So, if there is any other interest, we're looking at 70 or above. If not, we will call this down for Miss Gina. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. So going once, going twice. Fair warning. And sold. Beautiful, beautiful, Gina. You got it. So congratulations. These are beautiful together. Or separate, however you want to do it. But I did have fun kind of putting these together too. But beautiful necklace. So congratulations and thank you, thank you. They should. That's right. They need a public service announcement to go with it. Um, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's my Rosemary G for right now. Like I said, I do have a couple more pieces coming this weekend. Um, and I've really got to get them to see them, to kind of tell you, because some of them were kind of like hidden. Um, anyway, I had to search. I have to search now. Like I have to like. Um, but anyway, I will try to bring what I can with Rosemary G. My sources kind of priced me out of, like, you know, to be able to bring decent deals, like good deals. Um, so my source, she's kind of doubled in price, or almost doubled in price. So it's a little bit harder for me to get them and bring them for good deals. I can still get some, if you guys would like. It's just the prices are going to go up accordingly. And I hate that, but I think that's kind of where we're all at. Because they're getting harder and harder to find at reasonable prices. And Jody might be able to attest a little bit more for that. But right now, for bigger variety, definitely check out Jody and Christy. Jody has a sale on Friday, and then Christy's sale is it Monday, I think. Um, but definitely check out Jody's Jewels and Ladies Who Loot, because they do have a lot more. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. It's Yeah, better get them while you can. That's a true statement. Um, I was able to get quite a few for last weekend, but when I could get them, and now it's getting harder for me to be able to get them. Okay, you're both okay. I do apologize, Jody. So Jody is on Friday and Monday. Okay, perfect. And so then Christy is maybe the Friday after. So she might be next Friday. I can't remember. I'm sorry, Jody. I can't remember y'all's schedules. I'm trying. I do try. Um, but definitely check them out, for a much larger variety. I'm still trying to get some in. Like I said, I got a couple coming in this weekend. And then I'm still trying to get a few more. So I will definitely. And if you guys are looking for anything specific when it comes to Rosemary G, definitely let me know. And if I can get it, great. If not, Jody, or Christy might be able to get it as well. So we all. That's exactly it. I mean, that's. Yep, yep, yeah, I gotcha. Um, but we'll definitely try to do what we can to find what we can for you guys, because these things are amazing. And at some point, I will be showing a little collection video too of what I've got. Um, but oh, you did? Oh, yay! That's awesome, Jody. I can't wait to see what you got. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. But anyway, thank you guys for looking at those. But that is the Rosemary. Um, but that being said, let's switch over. Um, yes, Pop. Now I do have some copper coming in for this weekend. My copper was supposed to have actually been in for today, and it didn't make it for today. Um, that'll be good. I'd love to see your collection too. Putting out a video out of your yes, 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 a video out of your haul. So exciting to see that. Um, yeah, no, I love copper too. So I'll have some copper coming up too. Hopefully for Saturday. If not, I'm gonna try to get in some more for next week too. But even that's getting harder. Just like silver, it's getting harder and harder to get some of these things. But Rosemary G, Rosemary G, if you love it, get it while you can. Yep, awesome. I'll be excited to see. Oh, cool. That's cool. I think I actually have a thing of I think it's just a pendant, but I think I've got a little bit of egg yolk coming. If I can recall correctly. I do think I've got something like that coming. Yeah, I love copper. So I'll work on trying to get some more in. Um, I know I've got some coming in. Hopefully it'll be here Saturday. But those are just copper cuffs and bracelets. The next haul has got, I think, a couple of other, got some earrings in it. The one that'll be next week. Some earrings, some necklaces, some different things like that. Alright, so pearls. I'm going to do pearls real quickly. So switch over. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So let's see what we've got here. This is the larger 18 inch. Yeah, I know. I love egg yolk amber. So I think I've got some. I think I've got at least one pendant. I think I had another piece too. Can't remember. Um, but this is 18 inches. Beautiful pearl necklace. This is the freshwater pearl, and you've got the different colors. So you've got ivory, sort of like a pinky color, kind of like a peachy champagne color, but absolutely beautiful necklace. They are hand knotted. You do have sterling silver spring ring. This is 18 inches. Really beautiful set of pearls. Let me see if I've got something white. I want something white, stark white. That's not going to really... I don't know if this is really going to help. This might hinder instead of help. But just to kind of give you an idea. Okay. Although it looks more yellow on my phone. But no, it looks good on my computer. It looks right on my computer. So beautiful, beautiful set of pearls. So this one, I'm going to bring this one down a little bit and do a starting bid. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Starting bid on this one is going to be 42. I had 48 on it, but I brought it down to 42. If there's any interest on this. Beautiful set of pearls. 18 inches. Beautiful colors in these. Look how pretty that is. So absolutely stunning. So 42 on the necklace. If there's any interest on that. Now the other thing that I've got that matches is a bracelet. Freshwater pearl bracelet. Same colors. This one is a stretch bracelet. And it comes to 7 comfortably on the mandrel. So if there's any interest on this one, absolutely beautiful. This one I'm going to do a starting bid at 24. And that's bringing it down just a little bit. And then if somebody did want the set, I would definitely make you a deal with the bracelet and the necklace, if anybody wanted both. But really beautiful. I love these. The luster is gorgeous. Beautiful freshwater pearls. The colors are absolutely beautiful. And it's such a sweet set. Okay. And then there's earrings. Now these are ivory earrings, sterling silver posts. But the ivory. So again, let me just show you kind of a little bit. So you can kind of see the different. So not stark white, but more like an ivory. And these are going to be a starting bid at 15 if there's any interest on the earrings. Beautiful, beautiful earrings if there's any interest on those. So again, I mean, you could do all 3 as a set, or, you know, any part of this is a set. And I definitely would make you a deal if, you know, if you were looking for the set. But beautiful pearls if there's any interest on these. Okay. Alright. Now some other pearls that I've got. These are all little necklaces, like little wire necklaces. But they're really, really pretty. Alright, so let's start off with the pearl ones, because there's one that's amethyst. So the first one is going to be this little one. And this one is 18 inches. And it's on like this really thin wire. It's a very, very, very thin wire. But it's a really pretty little necklace. So here's the sterling silver clasp. And then here's like the little silver silver tone freshwater pearls. Absolutely beautiful. Now this is precious. And you can kind of see, what it looks like up against the other pearls. But let's move on that. And so then that's what that looks like. It is very dainty, very precious, really sweet little necklace. And that one I'm going to do a start and bid at 20 if there's any interest on this. And it's just so precious. I don't know how else to really describe it. Just a sweet little pearl necklace. If there's any interest, and these are the silver dyed or silver coated freshwater pearls. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So then the other is going to be this one. Now again, this one is 18 inches long. And this one's on a little bit thicker wire. So this one is a little bit more, like this one just kind of goes with the flow. This next one has a little bit more structure to it. And it's actually got a little tag. And let me see if I can read the maker's mark on this one. So this one is IPS and then sterling. So what is that? International Pearl something. And then sterling. But anyway, the clasp is sterling. And then you've got beautiful, like either gray or black peacock freshwater pearls. And the wire is a little bit thicker on these. So this is a little bit more structured, I guess you could say. But again, really beautiful pearl necklace. And that one is the black peacock pearls. Absolutely beautiful. So that one's going to be a starting bid at 25 if there's any interest on that one. And then the last thing that I've got is the now this is actually on wire instead of, like, that's a little bit more like a fish cord, fish wire or something like that. I don't know if this wire is actually sterling or if this may be sterling wire. I know the clasp is sterling. I didn't check the wire, actually. So I feel like the wire may be, I don't know that the wire is sterling. But it does have sterling clasp. And I think it's got like the little beads, I think, are a little sterling findings. But anyway, beautiful little necklace, 16 inches, wire necklace, and then you've got little amethyst beads. And these are just little amethyst beads. So really precious little necklace. Now this one is a starting bid at 15. But look how precious that is. And then of course, if you wanted to layer it with the pearls, it looks really, really pretty with the pearls. But that is amethyst. So sweet little necklace. If there's any interest on that. Okay. Of course, it would also look good with the silver ones too. Mix and match and layer different things. Alright. So that's it on the pearls for tonight. Unless if there's any other requests, then I can bring out some more things too. Some more pearls. And I say that I actually do have some freshwater pearls and crystal, which I haven't gotten to yet. So, and we will here shortly. So let's see. Let's see what else we've got. So a couple of other things that I had in the preview that thought that I would bring out. So this is a really pretty little necklace. Now this is garnet, and this is faceted garnet, but this isn't your rhodolite garnet. This is your red garnet, and it's sterling silver findings. It does have a little tag, and the maker on the tag is Precious Gem. Now I really couldn't find anything much about them. Of course, I didn't look very long, but this is a gorgeous garnet necklace. So here's the toggle, and the toggle is really neat. It is sterling silver, and then you've got little garnets, and these are the red garnets, not the purple, not the rhodolite garnets. Okay, so there's that. So sterling silver, and then you've got the garnets in the toggle. Then beautiful faceted garnets, and they do sparkle. Absolutely beautiful. And then it comes down to like this little pendant. Now, this is sterling silver, and then you've got a large piece of garnet, and you can see it's got all kinds of beautiful inclusions in this. Now, here's the back, marked 925, and it does test 925. Now, I do think at some point this had something else maybe hanging from it. I'm not entirely sure what, and I don't know where it is. I mean, I don't know anything else about it. I just think it's just a cool little focal point. So I just have it as is. But this is a really pretty necklace. This is 20 inches long. And I just think that the garnet is just absolutely beautiful. And I love the little, now, you know, all of my jewelry makers out there, you know, you might could put, you know, attach something else in between, or, you know, do another like little pendant or something in between if you wanted to. I just love it just like this. I think it's really precious this way. But anyway, beautiful garnet. Starting bid on this one. Hey, Leonore, welcome in. I'm so glad to see you. Welcome in. Starting bid on this one is 28. Gorgeous garnet. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope you are doing well, my dear. So, alright, so there's the garnet. If there's any interest on that one. Let's see. What else do we have? Alright. This is a really cool piece. Like, this is a really neat piece. This is serpentine. And I'm not entirely sure what the black beads are. Some kind of stone. And they may be part of the serpentine. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Now, not all the findings on here are sterling. The hook and clasp is sterling. These are, I think, are silver plated. And then you come down here, this tested for sterling. But those are the only two things that tested for sterling, was the hook and eye, and then that little thing, the little leaf. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful serpentine. So there's the little serpentine beads. Then you got some larger ones, smaller ones, larger ones. And then you come down. I'm not entirely sure what these are. They may be obsidian. But they do have some inclusions in them. So that's why I was saying they could be. You know, maybe a serpentine too. I'm not sure. So, but that's there. And then you come down and you've got this beautiful slab of serpentine. And look at all that matrix in there. I mean, that's beautiful. And then the little leaf, and you got like a little bead at the end of the leaf. It's a really neat necklace. Really cool necklace. This one is 18.5 inches. It's just really, really neat. This one is a starting bid at 28. if there's any interest on that one. So, beautiful necklace. If anybody is interested in the serpentine. Alright. And next. So we've got a few other gemstone necklaces. And then, or I tell you what, I could switch over and do some of the sterling. So you guys tell me, let me stop for a second. Are there any requests? Are there any requests for anything? Because I can bring out some more sterling. I can also do sterling and crystal. I've got a lot of crystal with sterling. Any requests for anything? Or I can keep going with the gemstones. But this is a great night for you guys to kind of say, hey, Beth, do you have this? I'm looking for this. Or what do you have in this? Or anything like that. So you guys let me know if there's any requests for anything. I'm probably only going to go for another hour. So this is a really great time to like make any requests or anything like that. Anything from the preview, anything from last week, or anything that you want me to see if I have. Alright. Well, I'll keep going. And as a matter of fact, I am going to switch over from the gemstones. And let me do a little bit of the silver with the crystal. Because I didn't get to do a whole lot of that over the weekend. And then I do still have some silver items too. If there's any interest. Like other silver pieces. So, let me put this back up. But if there is any interest in the gemstones, and specifically it's ocean jasper, agate, and jasper. So those are kind of some of the things. Jaspers and agates, if there is any request for those. But let me switch gears a little bit and do some of these here. I think these were all bracelets. And then if anybody is looking for any kind of bracelets, let me know. Other than, gemstone, jade bracelets, things like that. Agate, onyx. Let me know. And I can run those too. Alright, let's see. Let's do this bag. Because these are some really pretty sparkly things. And I like sparkly things. So, but you guys let me know. I can run, anything that you guys want me to run. Alright. So, crystal glass. Alright, so the first one is going to be, now this is a small little necklace, but you can add some links to this. But this is 13 to 15 inches. It already has an extension. Out on the longest extension, it's 15 inches. This is sterling silver. Beautiful emerald green glass. And then you come down to like these really pretty freshwater pearls. This is just a really neat little necklace. It looks really good with these too. With the earrings. Just saying. But really sweet little necklace. I love this. I think it's absolutely precious. So this one I've got a starting bid I'm going to break it down to a starting bid at 20. If there's any interest on this one. I just think it's absolutely beautiful and precious. I just think it's precious. This would be great to wear for Christmas. And you could definitely get an extender if you wanted to. But it does make a really great choker. You can also add another pair of, like, let's say, a strand of 18 inch pearls. Like, think about how pretty that would be. To wear this and then layer it with another set of pearls. Or even just another set or another strand of green crystals, but really beautiful. I love this. I love putting crystal with something as pretty like your pearls. So there are the pearls, so you guys can see. So beautiful, beautiful freshwater pearls. If there's any interest, and of course the green glass. Okay, so that's there. If there's any interest in that one. All right, what's the next one? Okay, so the next thing we've got is a couple of bracelets. All right, so let's see. The bracelets are on a list. So this one is the red glass bracelet. Now this one has a little bit of an extension. So again, this is sterling silver. These are all sterling silver. So sterling silver 6 3/4 to 7.5. Sterling and red glass bracelet. Now you got different kinds of glass here. You've got sort of like a jelly glass. You've got the faceted glass crystal. Another little faceted glass bead. Then sort of like a Murano type of glass. I mean, you got all kinds of different glass beads in this. Beautiful, beautiful bracelet. This is also one that I think is great for the holiday season. But again, this one is 6 3/4 to 7.5. And the starting bid on this one is 20. If there's any interest on this pretty little bracelet. It really is pretty though. And I love the red. So, and then you've got, and you got different shades of red. Like you've got a real bright red, a candy apple red. Then you've got a deeper blood red. Really, really pretty bracelet. Okay. So that's there if there's any interest in that one. Then the next one I have, this one is size 7. And this does have a sterling toggle and sterling findings. And then you've got rose quartz, clear crystal glass, pink glass crystal, and then of course the silver beads and rose quartz throughout the whole thing. So really pretty bracelet. If there's any interest on this one, again, this one is for size 7. I'm starting to lose my voice. Starting bid on this one is 20. I'm gonna take a sip of something real quickly, but that one is 20. If there's any interest on this one, beautiful pinks, beautiful sterling silver. Okay. All right, so there is that one. All right, a couple of other bracelets. Let's see what we got on these. And this one has an extension. And this one is the brown and amber tone glass bracelet. So this one is actually 6.5 to 7 1/4. And again, you got that same type of clasp, but sterling silver clasp and findings. And then you've got all different kinds of glass beads and sort of like an amber brown tone. This is great for fall, but look at the pretty beads. I mean, they're gorgeous. Really great little glass beads. That one's got a little bit of green in it. Amber and black, and you got some orange. Just beautiful glass beads, and then you got the crystal beads. So really nice little bracelet. Again, sterling silver, 6.5 to 6 1/4. This is going to be a starting bid at 20. If there's any interest on this one. Okay. So that's there. If there's any interest on that one. And then the other one, these are also glass. This one is 6.5 But this is just glass and crystal. So this is the sterling silver. And then the rest of it's just glass. But beautiful glass. And I love the markings, the design on the glass. And then you've got the pretty like little crystals. This is great for Halloween and fall also. This one is going to be a starting bid at 15 if there's any interest on that one. So beautiful little bracelets. If there's any interest on those. Now as far as some other necklaces go, let's see here. And I do still have some other bracelets. I'll get to those here in a minute. But I do want to switch over and do some of the necklaces. This one is 16 inches. And again, sterling silver clasp, and little findings. But then you've got beautiful AB crystals. You've got freshwater pearls, that are a little bit more cream color, like that buttercream color. And sterling silver, like little accents. And come down with freshwater pearls. And then AB crystal. Look how beautiful that crystal is. Look how precious that is. Absolutely beautiful. So this one I'm gonna bring it down a little bit and do a starting bid at 25. I did have 30 on this one. It is absolutely beautiful. That AB crystal is gorgeous. It just sparkles. And then you've got the balance with the beautiful pearls. Look how pretty that is. I mean, this is, you can wear this with t-shirt and jeans, but you can also wear this with a pretty little dress, and be a little bit more formal, especially with these crystals. I mean, they sparkle and they shine. They are absolutely beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. If there's any interest on that one. And that one's 25. And let me mark that one down. All right, so let's see. Next necklace we've got. This one is blue. So this one is. Where is the little tag? Oh, I thought I just had it. Okay, 17 inches. And this one again, sterling silver, clasp and extension. And then you've got the little dangle, but anyway, sterling silver accents. Then you've got beautiful blue beads, AB crystals. And you got different tones. You've got a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. And then sterling silver. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful necklace. 17 inches. Beautiful blue and sterling silver. Look how pretty that is. That is just absolutely gorgeous. And it really does shimmer and shine. Especially with the AB coating on the crystal. Because these darker ones have that AB coating. So this one is going to be a starting bid at 24. If there's any interest on that one. Guys, give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to remind the daughter it was time for a shower. Hadn't heard the shower going. All right. So there is that one. And next. You know, we mamas, we got ears. We know what we're looking for. We know what we want to hear. All right, so I'm going to get to some of these more other bracelets too, because I didn't get to them all last week. All right, so next one, if there's any interest on this one, this is very similar to the blue one, except that this one is more of like an amber brown. And then it's got the sort of like brownish and then champagne color beads. Let me see. Where is my... So this one comes all the way to 17 inches. So on the longest length, this one is 17 inches. Beautiful necklace. If there's any interest on that one. And this one's also going to be a starting bid at 24. Because again, you've got your beautiful crystals. And this was great for fall. So you got your brown crystals with the AB finish. And then you've got these beautiful champagne colors with the AB finish. And then you've got some like little sterling beads. Beautiful necklace. Absolutely gorgeous. If there's any interest on that one. Alright. Hey Mercedes, welcome back. Welcome back. If there's anything that you'd like for me to rerun, just let me know. This next one, again, sterling silver. This is the red one at the longest length. This one is 17 inches. And this is sterling silver, like little accents. And then beautiful red, deep red crystals. So beautiful necklace if there's any interest on this one. And this one's also going to be a starting bid at 24. If there's any interest on that one. And then the last one that I've got, this is a precious little necklace. This one's also brown, great for fall. It is 16 inches, sterling silver clasp. And then you've got like the little brown, its own thread. And then so you've got like little brown crystals and little like little silver discs. And then you come down and you get into like the little rhinestone rondelles, and then the wide drop with a little bit larger crystal beads with a little bit of AB finish on that. Beautiful necklace. This is just a really sweet little necklace. And I'm going to bring this one down today. I'm going to do this one a start bid at 16. If there is any interest on that. It is really precious. Really sweet little necklace. If there's any interest on that one, I'll bring that one down and do 16. Okay. All right. So I didn't get to all of these bracelets last time. So I'm going to run through these and you guys just tell me. Well, I guess I can just go ahead and so I can tell you guys the sizes because I'll just run them. So this one is this one's purple and clear, rhinestone, crystal, clear, I'm getting myself tongue tied. Sterling silver toggle with sterling silver beads. And then you've got beautiful, AB crystal, squares. And then you've got, some round, some square, purple beads. This one is 7.5. Go. Are you sure? Am I sure? Hold on. It seems smaller than 7.5. It's because it is. Which one is this one? I've got myself confused. Yeah, this one's smaller. I thought it was smaller. This one is size 6. This one is size 6. If there's any interest on this one. So this one is, I must not have written this one down. So this is, I didn't write that one down. That's why. All right, so purple and AB. 6 inches. And we're just going to run in at 20. So this one is 20 if there's any interest on that one. But anyway, beautiful little bracelet. But this one is size 6. Oh, that looks smaller than some of the others. All right. Then we have, yeah, see, this is the blue one. So this one is a blue one. And this has got kind of like actually a similar style bead to this one. But it really does match this one. So this is sort of like a matching set. And if anybody did want to do a set, please feel free to let me know. But anyway, the bracelet is sterling silver. This one goes up to 7.5 on the mandrel. And I guess that's kind of where it's sitting at now, but it does have an extension, so it can go smaller and larger. But there are the beads, sort of like a teal blue almost. But beautiful bracelet if there's any interest on this one. And this one is going to be a starting bid. Hide it a little bit more because it has a little bit more sterling. But I'll still do it at 20. If there's any interest on this one. Drop this one down a little bit. But this one can actually go from 6.5 all the way up to, I think, 7.5. Yeah, so right there at 7.5. So 6.5 to 7.5 on that one. Okay, so there's that one if there's any interest in that. And then it got a really pretty mother of pearl one. This is really pretty. And let me find my information on this one. Alright, so mother of pearl. So this one has a toggle clasp. It is sterling. This one comes to, and you've got mother of pearl and then like little itsy bitsy crystals. Really pretty little bracelet. This one comes to 6 3/4. And this one's going to be a starting bid at 18. But this one comes to 6 3/4 on the mandrel. Okay. So there's that one. And let's see. Did I do this one? I may not have done this one. Okay, that's right. I needed to test this one. Alright. Could be amethyst and it could be fluorite. So hold that thought for a second. Alright, so I'm going to say that it's a mix of dyed agate and amethyst, or it could all be amethyst. But that doesn't register as fluorite. Alright, so this is a pretty little bracelet. This one is, again, this one is 6 to 6.5. And here's the pretty little hook. And, of course, hook and eye. Oh, geez. If I'm not all thumbs. Alright, so here's the bracelet. So again, I thought maybe these could be fluorite, but I think these are dyed agate or some kind of dyed stone. And then you've got like little amethyst beads. So the little leaves here are something, maybe agate. They are stone, they're not glass. And then you've got freshwater pearls and sterling silver. Really pretty little bracelet. if there's any interest on this one. And this one is 20. Okay. So, beautiful little bracelet if there's any interest on that. I love the colors. And you can't go wrong with amethyst and pearls. So, precious little bracelet if there's any interest on that one. And let's see here. The last little bit of the bag. This one is dyed tiger's eye, and it is it's pretty. It is hot pink. This is definitely hot pink. It has a lot of chatoyancy to it, or chatoyancy. So really cool dyed tiger's eye. If there's any interest on this one, and this one is this is actually starts out large. So 7.5, and can go all the way up to, it actually goes off of the mandrel, so I'm going to say 9 inches or a little bit above. But so it is a larger bracelet. And you know, if you've got a small ankle, you might actually be able to wear this as an anklet. But I love the colors though. It's really nice deep magenta or hot pink. And you could definitely see the chatoyancy in these. But anyway, really cool. This one is a starting bid at 12. If there's any interest on this one. Just a really fun bracelet. I love the color. You know, you don't see that every day. But I love the color on that one. Alright, the last 3 are red ones. So let's start off with this one. This one is toggle and red AV crystal. This one we're square, round and square. Okay, that's this one. So this one is 7.25. Really beautiful. I love this one. I love the red. And then of course you've got the silver caps. Really pretty bracelet if there's any interest on this one. Starting bid at 20. And then the other one that I've got, this one's small. This one is 6.25. Wait a minute. No. This one is 6. This one is size 6. So sterling silver findings and beads with AB, like a cherry apple, cherry red or candy apple red with the AB crystal finish, and then the clear crystal. It is precious. It's really great for Christmas season too. But this one I'm going to do a starting bid at 18 if there's any interest on this one. And this one is size 6. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for letting me get through that bag. If there is any interest, just let me know. If there's any combinations, like some of these would look really fabulous. With some of these necklaces up here. They all kind of came as sets. So I'm, you know, be more than happy to do any kind of bundles or mixing or matching. But I appreciate you guys letting me kind of get through those. But if there is any interest, you know, please feel free to let me know. Beautiful sterling and crystals. Really great combination if there's any interest in those. So again, let me open it back up for any requests. Is there anything else that you guys would like to see? I could run through some more sterling. But you guys let me know if there's anything else specific before I do some of the sterling. And I could rerun anything if there's anything on the table. So we've got crystals, we've got serpentine, we've got garnet, We've got rutilated quartz. We have amethyst. We have glass. We have dyed agates. We've got coral. Um, we've got amber, um, synthetic fire opal or Mexican opal. We do have some more rosemary cheese. We've got some beautiful, beautiful pearls, uh, beautiful natural coral. So if there's anything that you guys would like for me to rerun, just let me know. But if not, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of sterling and see if there's any interest in any of the sterling. Um, let's see here. This is my sterling bag. So let me see what I've got over here. So some of my newer sterling. So the first thing is going to be this ring. This is a really cool ring. This is sterling. It is size. Did not write that down. Uh-oh, Shkedio. Um, I think it's size 7. I think it's size 7 or 7.5. There we go. Alright, so, okay, yeah, size 7.5. Now, this is one of the storyteller rings. It is sterling silver, Tessa sterling silver. It does have a maker's mark, and also has the 925. And I do know the maker on this one. So this one is Shube Kurada. So Shube, first name. Kurada, Corrida. And then that is the artist's signature. This does have an artist attributed to it. Really cool storyteller. So this is a bull. And what do you call it? A matador? Something like that. Really cool, like a bullfight. So a bullfighting ring. Really cool ring if there's any interest on this one. Again, it is 7.5. Great little ring. This one I'm going to do a starting bid at 45. If there's any interest on that. Really, really neat ring. Really great band ring, but for me, I've got chunky fingers, so it goes on the pinky. But cool ring if there's any interest on that one. I love that with a storyteller ring. Okay, so there's that one. All right. What else do we have? Now this is a tiny little ring. Let's see here. This one is stamped sterling. Although it's kind of coming, it's a little bit worn off. But it is stamped sterling, and it is sterling. You can kind of see there. It actually almost looks like it has a maker's mark over top of the sterling. But beautiful sterling ring. This one is size 5.5. So it's small. This is for small finger folks. But it has a beautiful, beautiful sawtooth bezel, beautiful silver work, and of course along the shank. You got a couple of lines along the shank. Turquoise ring, if there's any interest in this one. Again, this one is 5.5. So this one has a starting bid at 40. If there's any interest on this one. Beautiful, beautiful ring. Beautiful sterling. If there's any interest on that one. But it is a small band. Small shank. Probably could use a little bit of extra cleaning. but I don't want to put that in the supersonic thing because of the turquoise. Okay, but that's there if there's any interest in that one. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, well, this is a cute little bracelet. I'll run this little bracelet if anybody's interested. This is an iolite bracelet. 6 inches. It is small. 6 inches, sterling silver, toggle clasp. But precious little iolite. I don't get much iolite in. But this does test as iolite. And of course, Google Lens also iolite. But I don't get much of this in. But sterling silver, beautiful, beautiful bracelet. If there's any interest on this one, start and bid at $24. If there's any interest. It's a really pretty stone. Beautiful, beautiful stone. Okay. So really pretty purple. Sort of like a darker lavender purple. Alright. So what else we got? Let me sell the others. And they have. Well, let's see. Alright, so this one is size 7.5. Sterling silver. It's a little I guess CZ. It is signed NF925. And then over on the other side, oh, I thought this one said Thailand. Nope. Alright, but anyway, pretty little ring. And then you've got a couple little marcasites on either side of the CZ. But this is a really pretty little ring. This one is, like I said, this one is size 7.5. And this one is a start and bid at 28. If there's any interest on this one. Yeah. So just a little CZ. But it's really, really pretty. If there's any interest on that. Okay. So there's that. Alright. Adjustable turquoise ring. I mean, not turquoise. Topaz ring, if there's any interest on this one. This one's really cool. This one is sterling silver. It is adjustable. And then you've got kind of like this swirly saucer. It's just a really cool abstract, like, cocktail ring. And then the blue topaz. And that does register for blue topaz. Now, that's a gorgeous blue topaz. Absolutely beautiful. Right now, I don't know exactly what this is set on, but it is adjustable. So right now, it's set on size 8. I had this up to size 10. And you can definitely go down lower if you want to. So this is, truly adjustable. Really cool ring if there's any interest on this one. And this I'm just doing a start and bid at 38 if there's any interest on this one. Really cool ring. This is just a lot of fun. Just a really neat statement piece. Okay. Really neat statement piece. But I love the stone in the middle. The stone is just cool. Okay. Alright, folks. Well, There's a lot of stuff out here on the table. So I can definitely do a quick little recap. Are there any requests? Let me ask first. Any requests for anything? We've been through a lot. We've been through some gemstones. We've got amber. We've got all kinds of sterling. We've gone through the Rosemary G. There's a few Rosemary G left. We've got some really beautiful pearls, gemstones. So, of course, we've got your crystal and sterling, which are all up here. Beautiful serpentine necklace, garnet necklace. This is really cool for anybody interested. This is a really cool rutilated quartz necklace with a Chinese brass coin. This one is made by Energy Muse. And this is actually what they turned their guardian angel necklace. Really cool necklace. I really, really like that one. It's really, really cool. Then we've got amethyst with sort of like that cat's eye look, but chatoyancy type of glass. We've got agate in the back. We've got some different coral pieces. So we've got a little bit of the salmon coral. Then we've got some of the red branch coral with freshwater pearls and glass beads. Which leads me to over here. Of course, we've got our amber and our Mexican synthetic opal. Then beautiful old coral, branch coral. Absolutely beautiful natural coral. So we've got that one also. Like I said, we've got a bunch of these different necklaces. So this one was Taxco. This is actually $9.50 sterling. That's not going to stay like that. And we got a cool lava rock one. And then we've got this, which is really cool, sterling silver. We have a XX necklace, sterling silver, and turquoise necklace. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful turquoise. So that one's available. Sterling silver. Really, really awesome detailed crucifix. Then, of course, we've got the Rosemary G. So here's this one. Black onyx or agate with African amber and gold-filled beads. And then we've got another one with multiple stones. You've got river rock, carnelian, malachite, and either sodalite or lapis. But beautiful necklace, Rosemary G. Got Rosemary G bracelet and earrings. And then we come back to where we've to our pearls. So we've got some different wire pieces. And then we've got beautiful strand of multicolored pearls with matching bracelets. And then some other pearls. Whew. So that's kind of a recap of what's out on the table. If there's anything that you guys would like for me to rerun, please let me know. If anybody's watching on replay, or if you think about it and go back and you decide that you want something, once it's shown, you can message me and say, hey, Beth, I would like this. And there you go. And we'll get that invoice sent out and we're done. So, if you're watching on replay, please feel free to email me. Or if you come back, like I said, and thought about it and you do want it, let me know. So you guys are welcome to do that. Are there any requests for anything? I do have other things that I can bring out. I've got bangles, I've got vintage, I've got brooches. Just trying to kind of get an idea for what you guys may like. So So if there is any interest on anything, please let me know. But listen, I really appreciate you guys being here. Um, I really do. I really appreciate you guys being here and spending your Wednesday with me. I will be back on Saturday at 2 p.m. And we've got a lot of really cool things hopefully for this weekend. I know I've got a lot more silver and gemstones. I got some more silver in today. Um, the leather necklace and pendant. Okay. So which one? Sorry. Hey Deborah, welcome in. So we've got some different ones. It depends on which one you're looking for. But this is a turquoise one. That's the EXEX. Then this is the circle one. This one is the Mexican synthetic opal. Then I also have a crucifix, and then I also have a Taxco. We'll call him Mayan Ryan Taxco one, which I think that's this one. Which one were you interested in? So I can run any of them that you'd like for me to. Which one was it, Deborah? The turquoise. Okay, okay. Yes, I can definitely run that one. Now that one is the Claudia. I can say it right. Um, Claudia. I it starts with the AGUDELO, I believe. Yes, I will run that one. Let me find my little tag for it real quickly. Give me 1 second and I will run that one again. I'll find my little tag. If I can't find it, I'll just measure it again, which may be easier for me to do. Okay. Yes. Wanted to find my little tag. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to find my little tag. Alright, so let me just do this. Alright, so the name of the company is EXEX, and then by Claudia, I think I'm spelling this right, AGUDELO. I think that's the name. And let me get the size for you, the length on this one. I was trying to find my little tag because my little tag has it all measured out. But now I can't seem to find my little tag. I may have dropped it. So, this one is like right at 15.5 inches to 17 inches. So at the longest length, it is 17 inches. And let's see here. So let me show. Beautiful, beautiful turquoise. See if I can find. Here we go. All right, so this one I had 75 on it, and I brought it down to 68. But if you were okay, I didn't see that one. Okay, The ring or the um it was this, it was the necklace. It was the leather necklace. I had 75 on it. I brought it down to 68. I'll bring it down a little bit again and do 64, a starting bid of 64 on this one. So this is the turquoise necklace. And again, you can see right here is where you've got the tag for EXEX. And then it's also marked EXEX back here. 925. It does test sterling. And you can see the beautiful, beautiful turquoise and the beautiful silver work and braiding. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, you were all good. I know I've had a real issue with legs this last week. Um, then you can kind of see on the inside because it does have it open where you can see the turquoise through. Really cool necklace. Awesome. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah is in at 64. And if there's any other interest, we're looking at 66 or above. But if not, we will call this one down for Deborah. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Beautiful necklace. Deborah, have you filled out the jot form? Or not jot form, but have you ever registered with me? Have you registered with me? I'm not sure if you have or not. If you haven't registered, if you, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you very much. If you have not registered, you have. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. So I will look for that then. So thank you, thank you. All right, perfect. All right, so that is for you. All right, so any other requests? Anything else that you guys would like for me to run again? Um okay, all right, that sounds good. And you can just email me if you want to. Um my email's up at the top and then Leonore just posted it for us. Um oh my gosh, Bruce. Bruce. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna. I've got birthdays in between. Like, I'm not even ready for birthdays, much less Christmas. Oh my goodness. I know, I can't believe it's almost Christmas. So, how are you guys doing, Bruce? How's Dennis doing? I know we don't get. I'm always so focused on sales. We could chat. You guys let me know if there is anything else that you guys would like to see. I hope Dennis is doing better. So, yeah, that's awesome. Cool, cool. We'll tell him I said hello. Or he probably can hear me. But anyway, hey Dennis. That's awesome. But thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a really fun show. I know I can't believe it's almost Christmas. I really can't. It comes so quick. Um, but yeah, if there's anything else that you guys would like for me to run through, please let me know and be happy to do so. There's all kinds of fun stuff out on the table, but I am getting some fun stuff in for this weekend. I do have, like I said earlier, I do have a couple of more Rosemary G's coming in. But some fun sterling, some gemstones, different things like that. Um, got a really neat turquoise necklace. I got to make sure that it's turquoise though first. But it's really neat and it's got a really cool Baroque pearl at the end of it. So I got to research that one a little bit. Um, I do have some really cool sterling. And then I'm supposed to be getting in some more copper. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Bruce, please, I'm sure Tammy's probably, and Gina too, and Leonore. You guys please post your channels. And Bruce, please feel free to post your sales times, and you too, Gina. Um Definitely post your times. So but we'll have fun Saturday. We got a lot of cool stuff too for Saturday. And some of the stuff will be up again, available again too. Um and then again, please feel free to message me if there is anything that you guys are interested in. Um Got all kinds of different things. But anyway, that's a brooch. Okay. What kind of brooches are you looking for? I could do some brooches. Let's see. Brooches. I've got this bag. And I've got that bag. Um, Multicolor, is that a brooch? Oh, wait, at the back. There are no. These aren't brooches. Well, no, I do have a Bakelite dress clip. If anybody's interested in the Bakelite dress clip, this is for sale. I had 20 on this one. I'll bring it down a little bit and let's do 16. If anybody's interested in a Bakelite dress clip. This does test. I did test this with semi-chrome. It is Bakelite. It does test for Bakelite. It has the brass scarf clip. But really great little piece of Bakelite if anybody's interested in that. But no, if you're talking about, that's not a brooch. This is one of my little mascots. I'm treasure hunting for Leonore's ornaments. Gotcha. So, got all kinds of different. I got little things back here. Now, these I'm going to do something really cool with. Now, these are rosemary. These are rosemary scarabs. But I'm going to do something really cute with these. I'm going to put together a necklace that's rosemary bits and pieces and rosemary inspired. But that's going to be something. That's a project, and I'll put that on video. I meant to have gotten another thing out on video this past weekend, and well, my Sunday just flew by. I was working on trying to get some stuff around the house that I'd been neglecting. So thank you, Leonore, for posting those. Thank you. Um, but yeah, so I hope everybody's been doing okay. Anybody, we could chit chat or we could close it out. It doesn't matter. I've got some other stuff I could bring out. Merche, did you want to see brooches? I do have brooches. Don't know exactly what all, but I do have brooches. I can run any of them. If you're interested, you just let me know. So some of the different ones I have in this bag, I've got something like that. That one's Monet. Thought it was Monet brooch. Oh gosh, I have got to figure out a Halloween costume for Skylar. She keeps changing her mind. I know I can't believe it's Halloween, but see, we go out trick or treating. So at least I don't have to worry about decorations or maybe a little bit of decorations around the house, but mostly the main thing is just making sure she has a costume and a little bag. I'm just showing these. If anybody wants me to run something, throw up a stop sign and I'll run something. Any Trafari. Oh, thank you. Any Trafari. Let me see. I got. Now I got my name. I've got Sarah Coventry. I'm sure I've got a ton of Trafari somewhere. I mean, I know I do. I just don't know that it's in this bag. And I say that. Here's a Trafari. Here's a Trafari one. Now this is a good long scarf. Like I call this a scarf brooch. Because it's long. Oh no, you're all good. You were fine. You were not distracting me one bit. I'm just sitting here just jibber jabbing. So this one's Trafari. So there's the crown Trafari. And so here's the working clasp. This is one that's cool that it has this safety. I don't know exactly at what point they started using the safety. But it's a really tight safety too. So you do have to be a little careful with it. Don't stick yourself with it. There you go. Um, so that's a really neat Trafari one. I do have this one. Um, I don't know what I had on this. It's Trafari. I don't know. Let's just do start bid 10. If there's any interest on the Trafari one. Can't remember what I had on it. But okay, if there's any interest, that's there. It's a great one for a scarf clip. Oh yeah, I had 20 on it. But anyway, I'll still do 10. If anybody's interested on that one. So I had 20 on it, but I dropped it down to 10. Okay, yeah, that's possible. This is probably a little bit more common, but it really is a beautiful Trafari brooch. Great for fall. um let's see. I don't know, that's few. Um oh gosh, 4 foot jewelry box. Oh my Lanta. Now these next two, these are cool little brooches. And I can't remember. I looked these up and it's DEA. No, sorry, DFA. But it's something something de Beau or something like that. But this is a set of two DFA brooches, and these are leaves. Great for fall. So beautiful gold tone or gold plated. Beautiful leaf brooches. And you can see where they're both signed DFA. So if anybody's interested in the two, I'll just do a start bid at 12 and that's on the two if there's any interest in those. And that would be for the pair. They're both DFA and I can't remember the maker of them. It's something DeBow or something Defoe or some kind of D something. I can't remember. Um those are there if there's any interest in those. Just some pretty leaf ones. Pretty ones for fall. I really probably should go back through things. But I keep getting some new ones in. Oh, here's some. Oh, now these are pretty. Now these are great for fall, and these are rhinestones. Let me show these. So this is a really pretty rhinestone one. I don't know the maker of this one, but you've got really beautiful rhinestones on this, And then you've got a filigree and riveted back. I don't know if this would be something like, I don't think this is, it could be Bow Jewels. Um, what's the other one that does all the rivets? There's one that it doesn't quite match up. But anyway, really cool back if there's any interest on this one. Good night, Bruce. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Um, this little brooch will be. Let me see if I wrote down, if I found out anything on this one. Oh, I do have a copper brooch. I don't know. This one, there you go. That's it, Judy Lee. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure on this one. It could be Judy Lee. One does really small rhinestones and real spindly rhinestones, and I have one actually somewhere. But anyway, this one I'm going to do with the rhinestones. This one I'll do a start bid of 10. If anybody's interested in this one. Yeah, I know. We don't know. I know. It's an unsigned beauty. That's all I can really attribute it to. An unsigned beauty. But it really is pretty. Because you got this really big stone, and then you've got the yellow ones to the side. And then the beautiful amber ones coming out. So, really cool brooch. If there's any interest on that one. That one's 10. Um, let's see here. This one is really pretty. This one's gold tone, like a little flower bouquet with amber colored stones. This one I would do at 5. So that one would be a starting bid at 5, if anybody's interested in that one. It's just a really pretty little elegant brooch, but it is very shimmery and really great for fall. Now this is a really cool brooch. Now this is mid-century. Oxidized copper, and it has the oxidation to give it kind of like that black ring. And then you've got like this wooden circle. Really cool brooch if there's any interest on this one. And this one is going to be starting bid at 10 if anybody would like something like that. Yeah, this is really cool. This is a copper mid-century, and you can see where they did some of the oxidation to give it that contrast. Work in order. Really cool brooch. Hey, Christy, welcome in. So we've got that available if there's any interest on that one. Oh, no worries. You are all good. I appreciate you coming in. And then we got some rivet earrings too, actually. Let's see what else we've got. So this is sort of more of my costume fall things. And here's some earrings. They actually almost match. They really almost match this. But clip-on earrings, if there's any interest in these. And these I'll do 5. Okay. Alright, so starting bid 5 on those. Okay, there's that. You got a shower? You ate a bunch of Takis? No, that's lipstick. You got on lipstick. You took a shower, then you put on makeup.
No, before it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And then I smell like.
Yeah,
I
I
did on
see.
purpose.
Okay. You silly bean. You need to take another little washcloth and try to get it off, though. It'll probably come off by the morning, though. Okay, well, go on. I'll see you in a little bit. Your dad's hollering for you. Alright, earrings. Earrings. Sorry. Sidetrack. Um, I do have a pair of copper clip-ons. These are a little funny though. I'm gonna put these in at 5. Um, they're really cool copper clip-ons. The only thing is, alright, so right here is where it clips. Now, I tried it on my ear, and this comes up in the opening of my ear, so it doesn't bother me. But you got to be careful about where this is gonna land, because that could irritate. Like, it's not. Yeah. I mean, it comes up to where it's not. On me, I need to work on doing face forward. Like, it comes up, it doesn't bother my ear, but it fits fine with mine. But you do have to be careful about, whether or not that's going to fit right with your ear. But they're cool earrings just the same. If there's any interest on those. And those are 5. So, I'm not going to, if you're not sure about it, it's not going to break the bank. If you wanted to try it. If that makes sense. Okay. So that's just some of the other, like, little amber, some brooches and vintage, a few little vintage items. So any other requests? You found the bears. Oh, you found my bears. Yay. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. I was like, you found the bears. Like, uh-oh. I was thinking bears outside. We've already talked about groundhogs and raccoons and possums and everything outside. So, oh, my Lanta. So, well, any other, excuse me, any other requests or anything else that you guys would like to see? Or I can show again, or I can run back through. So we got some sterling out, coral, gemstones, rosemary G, some brooches, a little itsy bitsy of copper. But I am getting some more. So I'll at least have cuffs this weekend, hopefully. As long as it gets here. It's supposed to get here. There you go. Unless if you're Mama Bear, which I'm not so sure when I'm in Mama Bear mode how gallant well, yeah, I guess I am. I guess that would be the right term, wouldn't it? Anyway. Alright. Well, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Again, if there is any other requests or anything else that you guys would like for me to run through, I can. Yeah, that was Jen's. Yeah, Jen said that they caught and rehomed a 20-pound raccoon. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's a big boy. He's been eating good somewhere. So, boy. Yep, that is a big raccoon. I don't even have a cat that big, much less a raccoon. Like, I could see a groundhog getting that big. I've seen groundhogs that big. Alright. Any other requests? Alright, well, I'm going to, I guess, call it. Yeah, they can be. They can be very mean. They can. And we don't get raccoons here where we live very much. Surprisingly. I mean, I'm sure we probably could, but We don't have them very much where we are, but now my dad's house, all the time had raccoons and possums. I don't mind. Now possums can be mean. I don't mind a possum though, because like I said earlier, like their body temperature is lower, so they are not. It's too low to carry the rabies virus. That's what always scares me. I was always scared to let one of the dogs out at my dad's house, afraid that they may come across a raccoon or something. Um, but anyway. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. It was a great show. I had fun. I hope you guys did. I thank you all for spending your Wednesday evening with me. So we will be back on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And then I am going to do a pop up next Monday at 9 o'clock. I'm going to wait until 9 o'clock to come on. Um, I'll overlap Bruce and Dennis just a little bit. Hopefully by not too much, but anyway, it's um whoa, wait a minute, what? They have a raccoon as a dog or a what? Oh. I saw Cook and I saw Raccoon and I saw a dog and I was like, wait a minute, we're doing what now? Oh, that's what I get for speed reading. Um, oh, that's sweet though. Yeah. Um, there's a lot of people around here that'll have a fox, as a dog or a pet. Um, but anyway, I really appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your Wednesday. Again, thank you, thank you. See you guys Saturday, 2 o'clock. A lot of great stuff coming in. And then hopefully see you guys again Monday at 9 o'clock. And then we'll go from there and figure out what day of the week I'll probably be on. But they do keep other things away. So I'm okay with that. They do have their uses. So, it's, I don't know. You take the good with the bad, I guess. They are. But anyway, night, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you all. Thank you guys again. Have a wonderful rest of the week. See you guys. Yep, they eat 6 too. So that helps. Helps keeping, helps to keep them from getting on us. But yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. Love you all. Have a great evening. See you Saturday.